Well, g'day guys, Matt here again, and I reckon you'll be able to guess what we're doing. That is spraying. So we've got a lot of spraying to catch up on again. Obviously each time it rains, you have more weeds come up, and we're just got to try and keep on top of them. So currently we're actually contracting, so this isn't our property. We're just trying to get all of this contracting out of the road, get it done so we can focus on the gassing that we should be starting soon. Then we can sort of just tick this off. We'll probably have a bit of other spraying to do here and there, but we'll hopefully just get the bulk of it done. We've actually got the weed it here as well. Brad is on it, so it's getting it's doing a bit of contract work as well. It's actually in the same paddock, which is not common. It's actually spraying some barley stubble, and I'm spraying some canola stubble. So we'll probably get all the contract work tidied off in a day or two maybe, so hopefully we'll be sorted. Well, spraying's going fairly well, and we've got a little visitor having a bit of a sticky beak. There's wild pig there. Not a real big one, but he's a lone boar, so that's the male pig. And he's just running back to the creek there. But it's going pretty well here, the spraying. Should get finished today, and I think there's been some other stuff going on regarding dozer tracks and just the grain bunker. I think Phil's back, and we're getting that sorted as well. So there is a bit going on. Don't know how much of it will get recorded, but it's all happening.
Hi folks, it's Peter here. We're down at Tiny One, and we're just trying out to drill these holes out in these grouser plates. A little bit heavier than we thought. It's closer to an inch that we've got to penetrate through instead of 20 mil or 21. And I got my offsider here. This is Jamie.
Hello.
He's my oldest grandson, and he's here giving me a hand. So anyway, we'll give it a crack and see how we go.
Well guys, another day, and I'm wet again. So we've got more rain, and we've been washing out the chaser bin and cleaning the outside of it. So I've got Josiah here as well. This firefighting trailer we got actually has two nozzles. We've got the big one and the little one. So I've been on the big one, and I like it that way just in case a water fight breaks out. But so we're just tidying up the tractor as well, giving it a bit of a clean. And usually we'd be doing this in December, but just with the way the season's turned out, everything's just put back. So we'll give the chase bin a once over, give it a grease, and park it away. And then the tractor can be used for something else.
Peter back again. We're just down at the development block, still experimenting with the drilling the holes in the pads on the 11. The noise in the background is Phil's just over there clearing a few trees away from the power line. He's having fun there, so here we are. I'll just show you what we did yesterday. Now we did about 10 holes yesterday. They're not pretty. Well, as pretty as we'd like. Part of the problem was that because of our setup, you had to go left hand to right hand, back to left hand to get your angle right for the tip on the plasma. So we had a tip like this sitting on there, but that meant that you had to move the handpiece around to keep your angle right so you didn't foul or start to arc out on the tip, which happened a few times. So anyway, the new idea is to try this. So this is what we were doing yesterday, except we had that little attachment just keeping it off the stopping arcing out. Now that's, I don't think that's working as well, so we've come up with this idea. So we put a washer on the tip there with a hose clamp, and we've stood this template off with some pipes or exhaust pipe, just so that we can keep the tip off the pad. So this is the, hopefully we got about 3mm gap there, so we hope to just go around like this, not a bit smoother than that I hope, and cut a neater circle. So anyway, that's what we're going to attempt to do. So we'll see whether that happens or not. This is what's involved in changing over to new ones. We're good to go. Now folks, here's the evidence of a very, very poor tradesman. And they're not all the bits that I butchered. Anyway, the wonderful part is that I didn't finish up as bad as what I started.
Well guys, we made it to the development block, so it's pretty well too wet to do anything on the other blocks, so yeah, we're all down here pretty well. So yeah, we're just catching up what's going on with the D11 here. You would have seen a fair bit of footage of it happening. Maybe 2 or 3 left to do and then it's all done. Dad and Jamie have been yeah, mucking around here for not long at all. So how long do you think it's taken you to do the whole lot?
Oh, the first ones were terrible. We were breaking, busting tips and electrodes, but we've done 30 this afternoon in about an hour and a half. So it seems like the penetration, to get the penetration, is about 10 seconds per browser plate by the time you do it and change over to the next one. And then you chip the flag off it, so that might be another 5 seconds, and it's 50 seconds to do the cut. So once we're going, it's very, very quick. Very quick, very impressive. So.
Yeah, it's and these plates are a bit thicker than you thought. Are they? These are the heavy, or they're different to the other heavy duty tracks we got. They're thicker again, are they?
Yeah, they're I think another 2 mils, so they'd be 23 mils.
Yeah.
And what we were finding, a lot of the trouble I was having with the tips was when you go to cut, if your angle's not right, you get a lot of blowback and it just ruins your tips. So you've got to almost you've got to hold it at about 45 degrees to stop the blowback. And then of course you're cutting nearly closer to 40 mil for steel once you're on that angle. So then once it blows through, then you can straighten up and do your cut. But a lot of learning involved.
Oh, it looks good. There's a bit of a dodgy one here, we won't show them, but so yeah, that's looking good.
Yeah, mate, let's look at this.
I'm just hiding the evidence, but oh yeah, no, we don't want to see that. Still cheap though.
Yeah, they look good from far, but far from good.
These were cut here about 5 minutes ago, and I can touch that, no worries. So yeah, with the plasma, you don't need to preheat, so it just doesn't allow enough time for the temperature to come through and yeah, potentially wreck the seals in the pins here. So yeah, we just got to find a use for all of these laying about now. There's a few ones still jammed in there, but righto, so we're just about to head off for the day, but just thought I'd show you guys what is left of the bunker. So you can see that's where the mother bins are, and yeah, everywhere you can see just an inch or so of grain all around here, and the tarp's laid back over there. So we just got to wait for that to dry out, and then we can roll the tarp back up. But yeah, a lot of this stuff here is just a little bit damp from the moisture in the ground, just soaked it up a bit. Obviously it's been rained on now, but yeah, there's might be 20 tonne or so yeah, left behind here. So yeah, in the scheme of things, that's not too bad. It's still well worth doing it rather than leaving it out in the paddock. So anyway, no, it's worked quite well. Got a little bit of rubbish in the last few tonnes that we got off, just a bit of straw on that, but all in all, it's done a good job. We're back at the main farm, and it's quite obvious behind me. It's a bit wet, and yeah, so we've got another lot of rain. And the rain actually has been coming the same time every week for the last 3 weeks pretty well. We've currently stopped pretty well, obviously, all of our paddock work. I did manage to get all the contracting done yesterday with the rogator, so yeah, that timing there worked well. But yeah, I think Brad got started on the gassing. So yeah, he was doing a bit of that yesterday. But yeah, obviously can't do that in the rain. So while it is raining, I've got a couple of little jobs to do to this row gator again. Now this is actually the boom that did fall off, but this is a unrelated issue. You can see here the bush has disappeared. So yeah, what we're going to have to do is grind all around that to smooth that off, and Brad's just currently turning up a bush in the lathe, and then yeah, we'll lift that up and try and get it in there. I think hopefully we can yeah, get that sorted. But other than that, it's been going good. We've been doing a lot of hours in it, and we're going to be doing a lot more, I think. Every time it rains, obviously it brings up a new lot of weeds, so yeah, we're just going to be spraying for a while, I think. I'll leave Brad alone for about half an hour, and he's gone and finished it. So you can see in there, he lathed up a new bush, goes in there, and then yeah, he was able to put a little groove in there and put a circlip over that to yeah, stop that coming out again. So that's good. Now I don't think we've got any other issues with this, so it should be ready for the next round. Well guys, you might be able to see I'm on the gas rig, but we might leave that for the next video, just so it's not too many different things going on in this video. But remember to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one.